Hi everybody. Hey everybody. I know I haven't done a video in a long time, but I've been up to some things. I've probably been too lazy to do a video. About 5 weeks ago, I had to go in for surgery. I had I think yeah, about five weeks ago actually, and I had to go in for a testicular torsion. I'm not going to explain what it is. It's a public site, so I'm not going to explain what it is, but just to let you know, I'm all right now. Everything is fine. Everything's where it should be, and I'm doing great. But anyways, I wanted to do a video and, on Emerald City Comic Con, and I got some things here. I met Stan Lee. I shook Stan Lee's hand. I got his autograph. I'll show you the thing that he signed. I'll show you a picture of what I'll show you a picture and everything of what I got with him. But let me just share a little bit about what I got. And I got to tell you, I think Emerald City Comic Con is going to become big. It is becoming big. I mean, when I look, when I've heard about the history of San Diego Comic Con, I heard that it took place, well, way back in the early 70s, late 60s, where it was small. There was like maybe over 300 people. It was such a small thing, but it grew bigger and bigger and bigger until it became what it is today. And I see the same thing happening up there in Emerald City Comic Con. It is getting big. I mean, they got two huge exhibit halls plus one small one, and it's actually like there's like two buildings, and there's like a sky, what they call a sky bridge, but it's a sealed sky bridge. I mean, it's not like you walk and there's rain coming down. There's a roof over it and everything. It's like indoors, but it's a bridge that goes from one building to the other, and you'll see that in the video that I'm going to put up. Yeah, it's getting big. It doesn't have the big companies there like Warner Brothers, Disney, Paramount, and stuff like that. So, but it's getting there. It's getting big. Was really impressed. Now, I'd like to share some of the things that I got there, and then I'll show you, what Stan Lee signed for me, and I'll show you pictures, or the picture that I got with Stan Lee, and I even shook his hand. Okay, so let me just start off with some things here. I bought this because I buy collectibles. I'm a collectible junkie, and I always buy these things thinking they're gonna be worth money, and stuff. But anyways, I bought this. It's the Joker. It's based on art. What do you call it? Batman Arkham Origins. The video game, the Arkham Asylum series. Well, this figure is the Joker based on that game, Batman Arkham Origins, I believe. And it's a pretty nice figure. I've been collecting these multiverse figures because I think they're going to be worth money someday. I've already started my collection too. I started a collection already on these, and I'll show you. Like for instance, I've already got the Michael Keaton Batman. As you can see it right there. There's kind of a glare, so it's kind of hard to see it really well. Christopher Reeve Superman. You see it right there. Kind of a good likeness of Christopher Reeve. And these are hard to find. These are really, really rare. And then a General Zod one from Superman 2. It comes with an M16 that's bent out of shape. So I got the Joker this time, the Arkham Origins, the Arkham Asylum game series. Thought it was cool, looking for a Joker anyway, so it's good to have him. Another thing I got to bend down to pick things up. Anyways, I got these, because I like Star Trek. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I like Star Trek too. And it's hard to get out of the package. anyways, I got one of these. It's a pin, and it's one of those pins that you know that you saw in the new movies, or not the new movies, the movies like you know, the Kirk and Spock movies of the 1980s. You know, those red coat uniforms, those formal-looking uniforms they wear. They wore these pins on their suits, and I bought two of them because I think they look pretty good. And then I got this one here, and this is more of the new movies, you know, the J.J. Abrams movies. This one does not have an insignia in the middle of it, like command, engineering, medical, or science. Um, but I'm assuming that this one is actually, you know, the uniforms in the first movie. I mean the 2009 movie. Pike wore a dark uniform, dark gray or whatever, and their formal uniforms, I believe they wore these kind of pins on their formal uniforms rather than the regular ones. But this was, I think, more. So I've always been looking for one of these, the formal uniform looking pins. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, talking about those pins, I got a Star Trek T-shirt, and this one is based on the J.J. Abrams movie. It's got a sticker on there. Because you know, they put the price thing on there or whatever, or the size or whatever it is. But anyways, this one's more based on the Abrams movies because you can see that silver right there. That looks more like what you would see in the J.J. Abrams movies. So this is more based on his movies. It's a T-shirt, so it's nice, short sleeve, and so I liked it, and I got that. And and then there's this. I got a Flash T-shirt, you know, the new TV series. Now I already have one like this. You'll see it in my picture with Stan Lee. I'm shaking hands with Stan Lee, and I'm wearing one of those kind of shirts like this. But this one's an extra large because I either wear a large or extra large. You know, it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. You know, my weight kind of goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So sometimes the shirt's too baggy, or sometimes it's just a little snug. You know, so I got two different versions: an extra large and a large. So. And this one's an extra large, so I bought it. I liked it. I like the way the new logo looks for the new Flash movies. And speaking of another T-shirt I got is what I'm wearing right here. As you can see, it says Emerald City Comic Con. Emerald City Comic Con. This is the T-shirt that I got there. It's got a picture of the Space Needle, and even the bag they give you is that way too. It's kind of similar to that. You got the city, you got the Space Needle, you got a Superman-like character flying around in the city buildings, and this is that plastic paper material, kind of like the San Diego Comic-Con bags. This one, though, this one's a little bit out of, you know, this one is made out of paper plastic material, but it still lasts pretty good. Okay, now, here's what I got. This right here is a Spider-Man thing, a Spider-Man figure, or whatever you want to call it. It has a collectible figure like the ones from the 1980s, and as you can see on there, it says limited edition collector set. I do believe Diamond Select is still going to make this figure, but they're not going to sell it like this anymore, like the set. You got removable heads and costumes and clothes. You can customize the figure to look like Peter Parker. You can customize the figure any way you want. It's got removable head and hands and all that, gadgets and stuff, so it's a pretty good one. So I bought one of these, and I had Stan Lee sign it. Right there, Stan Lee. Stan Lee, that's his signature right there, as you can see it. It came in fairly good. Stan Lee's signature. I thought this would be a good item. It's a limited item. So with his signature on here, this should be worth money. So that's what I'm hoping for, you know, that because of that. So that's going to be worth money because it says limited edition on the front. But I'm paranoid about this. I got to get some plastic to put over this so I don't accidentally rub that off. I don't think I can. I think it's pretty dry now. Another thing I got at San Diego Comic-Con was some, you know, a thing where you can look at, you know, stuff, you know, with shows and stuff like that, or at the Comic-Con. And I haven't done, and they got comic books, free comic books that they give you and stuff. I haven't done this yet, but this is like some kind. They gave this to me with the bag, and it's got some secret thing inside here. I don't know what's in there. You can see right there what it says. Kind of reminds me of something top secret, but you know, it's a yellow folder with a, or yellow bag thing with a seal on there. So I wanted to save this and open it up before all of you so we can look at what's in there all together. What do we got? Oh, we got a got a book here, paperback book, which you can see there. Looks like something interesting to read. And so that's that. And then what else we got? We got this stuff here. Oh, and I will show you the Stan Lee picture, so don't worry about that. It's coming. There's also another book. Some other book. I don't know what you know. Some kind of another novel type, someone's small little novel. And then there's this paper thing right here, like an ad for games or something. Yeah, this is just a bunch of ads, you know. Something about comic books, how to grade comic books and how much they're worth. God, I dropped some things down here. A coaster, kind of a sci-fi looking coaster for your drinks. Another coupon or advertisement or whatever you want to call those. There's that. Another comic book. Another comic book. And another. And another. God, look at this. There's so many comic books in there. You know, little, small comic books and stuff. Just a lot of them. I can't even keep up with all this stuff, man. I mean, I guess if you're a comic book lover, you indulge yourself with all this. But there's an old one, Archie. Remember him? Archie versus the Predator. Look at that. Archie versus the Predator. Now that has got to be a weird crossover. How can you cross that universe over, huh? Archie versus the Predator. There's quite a big of a gap there between those two franchises. And then just another comic book, kind of like a zombie stuff and everything in it. So that's that. Now, here's the picture that I got with Stan Lee, shaking his hand, and I know it's kind of glare, but here's a better look at that picture. Wait a minute, hold on a second. That's right. I shook his hand. I shook the hand that wrote all those stories, created all those characters. I shook that hand. And it was very nice to meet him and shake his hand. He's a very nice guy. And, you know, the thing is, about Stanley. He's getting older now, and I hope he's with us so many more years. But you know, when people get older, they, you know, and I just want to say, if he's in your town or town near you, go and see him. You know, try to get out there, shake his hand, you know, get an autograph. It's kind of spendy, but it's worth it. And you know, because like Leonard Nimoy, when Leonard Nimoy, you know, I've always wanted to get his autograph, but I can't now because he passed away. But you know, so whenever you see this guy, you know, it's funny when after I got the picture taken with him, he goes, "Dada boy," just like that, "Dada boy," with his accent. But anyways, I'm gonna try to attach this video to the footage video, because I have footage of the convention up there. I'm gonna try to connect them two together. It's gonna be one long video if I do, but you know, they only give you so much time on YouTube to do that. So, but if I can't, I'll make it into two separate videos. Okay, everybody, I'll take care and you know, watch the video, I guess, and but that's it. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, okay, bye. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. I'm really happy that I went to Emerald City Comic Con. I had a fun time, and I'm looking forward to San Diego Comic Con coming up, and that's be the next convention for me. I'm really fortunate to be able to go to that one, because the next San Diego Comic Con will be my 7th in a row, and I really shouldn't be having this luck. I mean, because it's so hard to go there. I can't explain it. But yeah, that will be my next convention, and I'll be doing a video on that too at the upcoming San Diego Comic Con. So I just want to let you know that too. But anyways, everybody take care, and I'll talk to you later. Right. Oh, enjoy the video, by the way. Right. Peace.
They did not have the Nintendo phone. And the guy that I talked to was kind of like,
giant pop in that was
Dude, someone's been sending me text messages. One said, voice. I don't know, dude. Why is someone sending me?
no, it's not me or Angel, so that eliminates us.
Angel, Zay's is not a 435.
Well, I've got some Dr. Soul. I have one original Dr. Soul from what was it? That last night.
never actually gone across a municipal big but there's running ones all the time. Second page, what do you want to know? They were two last year. Awesome. You build that? The more characters you get. You're seriously recording.
doesn't say on the box, but also has an advertisement for Virgin Transfer Branching, which they do very good, vegan friendly. So I'm assuming the Spirit Transfer is fine.
Cool, I think, and you said the ink was, right?
Yeah, the ink completely is. Yeah, it's, I mean, vegetable glycerin.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Can we take a picture? That looks like the building on West.
Let's talk about Suits. Okay. You are in season 4 of Suits. You play a high-powered part. You are pretty much tough as nails on this ship. Is it tough to wrangle all the people in your furs? Is it tough to
Somebody, they're friends with my cousins in New York.
She's probably still watching to the convention.
We should say hi. Oh, she's no.
We lost Joseph.
I want to play
Human.
I'm going to pick up The Walking Dead print as well. I missed that one. I saw one time was doing it.
Joe would love that. Right?